Now, the president must win over more than just lawmakers. A CBS News New York Times poll shows most Americans do not support military strikes. Earlier tonight, I asked Bradley Hayes, a professor at Union College and a political expert, to dissect the president's speech.
The point of emphasis that he was trying to make about this being a limited engagement, right? Trying to avoid that fear that the American people seem to have that we'll be kind of mired in another Middle East conflict. So I think that was a kind of a strength of the speech. However, the speech as a whole seemed kind of rather cobbled together, probably as a reflection of the fluidity of recent events.
Yeah, things are evolving, as fast as you can blink your eye, pretty much. Right. You mentioned them being mired down in a war. That was part of his answering questions that the American people had raised, that slippery slope toward another war, the idea of the fear of retaliation. Did he answer those questions properly?
Well, I think that remains to be seen. The American people are kind of adamantly opposed. I mean, 61% of the American people oppose airstrikes. So he had a lot of convincing to do. And it's really interesting for him in the sense that he wasn't just convincing conservatives. He needs to convince people that are in his own party, liberals on the far left that are quite opposed to these strikes and are on the record as opposed to them. This makes it very, very difficult to create a coalition moving forward. Now, the new proposal with relying kind of on the UN and a kind of greater international presence, this may give some people that were previously reluctant some I guess, political reasons for getting on board, but that still, all the details were not laid out in the speech, so that remains to be seen.
From what you heard tonight, even if this deal comes together for Syria to surrender its chemical weapons, is a strike still a possibility?
I think it's still a possibility, but you can just kind of see the air going out of that balloon over the last week. And I think what you hear is that the Obama administration feels so much better about their position now that this new proposal is on the table, or at least not very far off the table. The concern before was that they were going to face a historic defeat in Congress because they simply didn't have the votes. Now with this new proposal, there may in fact be a way of kind of appeasing all of the various constituents at play.
All right, Brad Hayes from Union College, thanks for coming in on this busy news night. I'm sure we'll talk to you again.
Thanks.